and good afternoon. Yes, we're back. We're back again in Train Sim World, somewhere we haven't been for a little while. And yeah, this time I thought I'd look at a DLC that I've literally just installed. It took 40 minutes to install it, but it's just installed. And that's Tees Valley Line. As always, I've done nothing than get to this point, so I haven't really clicked on it. Let's have a look then. Experience a bygone era of British rail in the historic birthplace of railways and the heart of the British steel industry in Train Sim World Tees Valley Line. Why not indeed? If you're watching this on YouTube and you're new to my videos, welcome. Train Sim is somewhere in the week, probably still on a Wednesday by the time this goes out. Something from OMSI on a Monday, tourist bus on a Tuesday, flight in multiplayer if we do it on a Thursday, Fernbus on a Friday, trucking on a Saturday, and something random occasionally on a Sunday. Johnny, good afternoon. Rajveer.
37/5 diesel electric locomotives in rail freight sector livery. This brief introduction will go through the startup and stop procedures.
Yeah, Rajveer.
The rear locomotive is already running with its tail lights on and its handbrake released. Climb aboard the lead locomotive to get started.
Yes, shut up. I'm trying to speak to people. Rajveer, good afternoon. Johnny, good afternoon. And Chaos. Yeah, I've yet to try in the rollback version, Chaos 1.34. I don't know if mine's going to work for trucking tonight. We will see. So, let's climb aboard then.
A lot of time will be spent driving, so take a seat to continue.
No, really? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to shut the door first because I don't want to get a draft in here. Okay.
The master key is used to activate the driver's controls.
Is it?
Set the reverser as indicated in preparation to start the engine.
Okay, so reverser into engine only.
Go ahead and start the locomotive.
I mean, it's not started yet. Is there a button? Hold on, hang on.
With the handbrake holding the locomotives, set the train brake as indicated.
Hang on. Oh, that's quite nice. That's quite easily. Sorry, said the train brake to running. I was listening to the train.
The main reservoir will take a moment to charge. This can be observed by watching the brake dials.
I hate it. ETS2 multiplayer is not
now
compatible with 1.35.
To set the direction of travel.
It will, I reckon within the next week it'll be compatible. What is it? Reverser to forward. Okay.
Lights and a head code are important to let anyone around know that this locomotive is operational.
Instrument lights to on. Okay. Look at you pointing to up there.
It's time to move. Set the handbrake as indicated.
Yeah, I just don't know how it's going to work tonight, having to roll back. It's going to be interesting. I'll hopefully get a chance to test my ETS2 before the trucking stream this evening. Why is the handbrake over there? Slightly inconvenient, isn't it? Can't they put it over here? Oh, that's not a quick process, is it? No good if you want to apply the handbrake in a hurry.
Increase the throttle to start moving. Do not apply too much power too quickly.
If ETS doesn't work, we'll go ATS. I'm even toying with maybe making the jump to ATS anyway. Day's going good.
train now moving, it's possible to apply more power and focus on achieving a desired speed.
Power. So yeah, we'll see if anybody else is having issues with TS2 and multiplayer. I might even make a last minute switch and do ATS, because I'm guessing that works. It hasn't been updated yet, has it? ETS2's tonight. Well, it's quite well modelled, this. I do like the way the trains are modelled. 6:30 p.m.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain a constant speed and approaching the stop marker, apply a small amount of brake force to achieve a comfortable stop.
Okay. I think I overran it, didn't I? Damn it. I wasn't sure if my brake bindings would work. Okay, so no, it's fine. It's good practice. We'll go reversey thing. Where's my... Why don't we touch my reversing handle? Why won't let me touch my reversing handle? I can't go backwards. That's a pain. It won't let me go into reverse. I have to run the red light, aren't I? You overshot the required stop location. Well, I know that.
Make use of the brakes and throttle controls to manage the train and prevent overspeeding.
Oh, come on, really? Okay, how many attempts does it take to to stop a train? The answer is 3, apparently. It's because it won't let me go backwards. I'm going to have to accelerate again. Right, let's try this for a third time then. 3 attempts to stop a train. Right, I'll shut the throttle off. There's too many controls. I got confused. Right, throttle off.
Make use of the brakes and throttle controls to manage the train and prevent overspeeding. Good work. That concludes all the basics of this locomotive.
Thank God for that. Well, I did it. It got there. The bit where that bit where he says make use of the brakes. Yeah. Okay, next tutorial. Introducing NEC New York. Yeah, I haven't bought the New York one. There's a couple of the DLCs I haven't got for this yet. I may have to look at them. Oh god, it's the 101. That's the thing with them flipping. You got to change gear. Oh crap.
Welcome to this Class 101 3-car diesel mechanical multiple unit in British Rail blue and grey livery. This brief introduction will cover startup, stopping and passenger operations.
Oh god.
Before getting started, some of the controls must be set in the rear cab. Head over and climb aboard.
Gotta love the 101. Why, it's a pain in the backside to drive. Yeah, alright, you can't get on yet.
Red lights are used to signify that this is the rear of the operational train.
Red.
While the brakes in the lead vehicle hold the train, set this brake as indicated. Everything's now set up, so head to the front of the train to continue preparations.
No, don't close the window, close the door. Thank you. Yeah, it's in the... I've driven this one before, and you've got to come off the throttle, change the gear, then go back on the throttle. The same as you would do driving a car or something, but it's the fact that you've got to do them one at a time. You can't do them both at the same time. Hang on, why did it say walk to the front? Hang on, why is it saying come down here? Where is it trying to take me? Excuse me. Excuse me. Can you not come on the train? Hello? Oh, it's trying to take me through. Oh, okay. I wanted to walk outside, but alright, no, it's fine. I'll just walk inside the train. Leave the doors open. Right, thank you.
When ready, sit in the driver's seat.
I'm sort of ready. Right.
The control circuit key is used to activate the driver's desk.
Why is it over there? That's inconvenient.
White lights will indicate to anyone around that this is the front of the operational train.
No, really. Set the throttle to full. So
This train features 2 engines in each driving vehicle. Start the engines in this vehicle.
So you've got to start the engines with the throttle on max. Okay.
Now start the engines in the rear vehicle. Give a quick glance of the platform to ensure all is safe, then unlock the doors.
Why do I want to unlock the doors? I means letting people on. Why do I want to do that? Where's the unlock doors button? Left doors. Unlock the left side doors to commence. Oh, it's the tab thing, isn't it? I got confused with this last time, didn't I? There we go. It looks nice. Cheeky screenshot. It does look nice. Yeah, that was a bad joke there, McNinja. So we got to change gear. So we've got the reverser, gear change, brake, and throttle to do. Or we can get horny. Right, lock doors. You're trapped. You can't get out now.
Now use the reverser to set the direction of travel.
We could confuse people and go backwards.
It's time to move. Set the handbrake as indicated. This train features a gear system similar to cars on the road. To attain higher speeds, the active gear must be increased at the appropriate time. When accelerating and the RPM dial has reached the top of the yellow zone, it is appropriate. The brakes on this train act like a water tap. The higher the setting, the faster the train will stop. Open the valve to select the desired pressure, then close it again to maintain that pressure.
So you've got watery brakes. Where's the... Hang on, I'm trying to find the... Okay, let's do the watery brakes. No. I've done that. There we go.
Increase the throttle to start moving. Do not apply too much power too quickly. It's important to provide a smooth ride for passengers.
I don't care about that. Yay, 15 miles an hour.
The process of changing gear has several steps. Set the throttle to idle and allow the engine RPM to reduce below the yellow zone. Engage the new gear, then return to the desired throttle application. Let's try.
Well, you're not really helping, are you? You're just standing there telling me what to do. So idle.
Observe that the train now has the ability to accelerate to a higher speed. When the RPM dial reaches the top of the yellow zone, repeat the gear change process to continue accelerating.
So you would normally do this with two hands. So you back off with that one. It's not letting me grab that. Oh, for God's sake.
There's a short distance between here and the next stop, so be sure to manage the train and prevent overspeeding.
We're all good.
To cruise at a constant speed, the highest gear should be engaged. This reduces the speed the engine operates at and is fuel efficient.
Again, don't really care about the fuel efficiency, but okay. For an external camera view, use the arrow keys and mouse look around. Okay. Why has it got somewhere set there that's 9 yards away? Does he want me to get up? At the moment, I'm not saying I'm too enamoured with the actual DLC itself, because we've had the same train in something else. The freight train thing is the same as in something else, pretty much. If I'd known it was this DMU, which I didn't read up on it, I probably wouldn't have bought it. I've got 30 mile an hour coming up. On a 15, so I better do the brakey thing.
Aim to be be doing no more than 15 miles per hour when the train reaches the platform. Then come to a stop anywhere alongside.
Alright!
Blinky, wow, thank you very much, sir. 17 months now Blinky's been a subscriber. That's awesome. Cheers, Blinky. Much appreciated. Alright, I'm doing 15 miles an hour, which is what it says for me to do. 16 miles an hour, which is more than it says I should be doing. 17. Okay, we're now accelerating. Right, so we can go back down to 15. It does look nice. It's rainy, so we are up north, I suppose.
Start applying a small amount of brake force now to achieve a comfortable stop.
Oh yeah, braking's interesting then. Set the thingy to thingy. Where's my thing? Unlock doors.
Well done. Practice makes perfect. Good work. That's the basics covered. A manual can also be obtained that provides more detail about the full functionality of this train and more.
A manual? Is that like a checklist? You don't do checklists. Oh, level 10 now. Hurrah. Okay, so next tutorial. Hope it's not another train. I can't remember how to start those two, let alone to try another one. Class 8.
Welcome to this Class 08 diesel-electric shunting locomotive in BR Corporate Blue livery. This brief introduction will go through the start and stop procedures.
We had this.
Before entering the locomotive, the battery isolation switches need setting. Start with the left side.
We had this in the thingy one. The heritage line, we had this train, didn't we?
As with the left battery isolation switch, set the right side.
Well, I'm trying to.
Enter the cab and continue preparations.
Okay.
Active lights are important to let others around know this locomotive is operational.
Lighty switches. Yeah, okay. Marker lights on.
A lot of time will be spent driving, so take a seat to continue.
It's not really a seat, is it? It's just a padded thing. I'll sit on this side.
Go ahead and start the locomotive.
You say that like it's a thing.
Now that the engine is running, the master switch needs to be set. The main reservoir will take a moment to charge. This can be observed by watching the brake dials. To ensure that nothing moves while preparations continue, adjust the locomotive brake accordingly. The locomotive brake is holding the train, so the rest of the brakes can be released.
You're saying that like I was there. It's a twiddly round one. That's a train brake. It's running.
The reverser is used to set the direction of travel. Track alignment plays a large role when maneuvering around a yard. Head out on foot and adjust the indicated junction as required.
What? Do it myself? Okay, no, it's fine. I'll do it. You just stay in here in the warm. Don't worry about me. I'll walk out here in the sunshine and and set the train myself. Well, initial impressions are we've had these locos, engines, whatever they're called, in other DLCs. So, not overly convinced by it, if I'm honest.
The path is now set. Head back to the cab and continue preparations.
Preparations for what? I'm going to shut the door through me.
It's time to move. Set the locomotive brake as indicated. Increase the throttle to start moving. Do not apply too much power too quickly.
Get ready for the zombie
Be sure
apocalypse.
not to exceed over 800 amps. With the train now moving, it's possible to apply more power and focus on achieving a desired speed.
Okay, it looks nice, I guess. I don't know why I sat this side though. I thought only the Americans sat on this side. Yeah, I'm not keen on the 101. Because that's, you know, too much like hard work. Can we get horny in this thing? I'm guessing it's got a horn. Maybe not. How do we warn people we're coming? We've got to have some sort of horn. This has been locked out. So yeah, it looks nice. I'm a fan of a diesel. Why though in a shunter are you at the back and yet in a normal freight loco you're at the front? Why didn't they put the controls at the front of this so you can see where you're going?
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain a constant speed and reduce engine stress and maintenance requirements. Make use of the brakes and throttle controls to manage the train and prevent overspeeding.
And my speed's fine. I'm doing a whopping 11 miles an hour. The 101 is easy. It would be if I mapped buttons, I suppose, to be able to change gear, but having to do everything all, individually isn't that easy. It's a huge freight yard, look at it, and it's empty.
Approaching the stop marker, apply a small amount of brake force to achieve a comfortable stop.
And as always, I brake early.
Good work. That concludes all the basics of this locomotive.
Yeah, looking a bit barren. Oh yeah, I agree that using the levers actually in the game does feel more immersive. But sometimes, like in the 101, where you got to turn your head to find the brake, you wouldn't actually do that. Okay, so what sort of scenarios have we got? Or services? I don't want to do marshalling. No, I'm not a fan of shunting. What have we got in this beast then? Drive a train load of steel wagon along the Tees Valley line as far as Eagles Cliff. Let's do that. How hard can it be? Community challenge. Conquer service mode. Hey, oh, they're not trying to do the same thing as we've got going on in flipping Farm Sim, are they? Go via Lackenby grid sidings. Oh, I'll set and reverse it. If I can. If I can't. There's the key thing. Oh, mark the keys on. There we go. I must admit, they do sound nice. Oh, hello. Where's that company? How you doing? Yeah, they do sound nice, but I just... so far, initial impressions of this, not great. It may even get refunded. I'm not a fan of shunting. I don't like the 101. And I'm not overly keen on freight. So perhaps this isn't the line for me. I think stopping might be a thing. Yeah, I think I must have stolen a tea or something. Oh, come on. Hang on a minute. It brought... Why? Right. Well, why didn't it tell me back there? Oh, for God's sake. I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Okay, reverse into reverse. I was thinking, it didn't say anything about picking up... Why didn't it set the points? I only started down there. Evil game. And now I'm doing the speedy thing. Make sure I clear the points. Well, yeah, it's a bit off really, setting up on a scenario and not saying, oh, by the way, you need to go and change the points. Hang on, is that correct? No, that's going to take me... No, that is right. So I want to go down there. Then I've got to go this way. Is it this one? I'll just leave my train back there and run down and see if it's the right one. It looks like it. Yeah, I reckon it's this one. Okay. I'm running on the rail. That's a good trick if you can do it. I need to bring my map up. Well, I forgot there was a map. I do the exercise. Right, let's sit the back down in chair. Okay, right, reverse the thing on the forward, on the forward. All brakes are on. Why won't it let me go forward now? Right, there we go. Okay, that's good. Chaos. Actually, my profile isn't broken. I'll try it after the stream if I get a chance. Right, hopefully now we're going to go the right way. must admit, yeah, it does look nice. It does sound nice. Oh, hang on. Are these going to be right now? Do I stop and get out? I'm going to stop and get out. Shouldn't really got out while the train was still in motion, but okay. Right. That one straight ahead. And that one straight ahead. Okay, we're fine. And yeah, I forgot about the map again, didn't I? Okay. You don't get train drivers doing this in real life, do you? I'm just going to nip out and make sure the points are set. She's thinking, what the hell is this guy doing? Yeah, I know, go via. It wasn't that. It's just making sure that the points were going to send me in the right direction. Although I went on Train Sim last time that told me to do a go via. I went by the go via and it failed me. I think that's the Train Sim video that's coming out on YouTube this week. Or last week if you're watching this on YouTube. Stop at Lackenby Grid sidings. Okay. See if that's going to be a thing. Exactly. She's just sat there doing nothing, looking out the window. I'm doing the hard drivey thing. She could have got out and run ahead. But like you do when you're on a canal boat holiday, you know, someone gets out and goes and sets the locks and stuff. Right, I bet I'm going to have to hook up to one of these consists. Objective complete. Stop at location. Why didn't you stop me up there in the first place? Why have you stopped me here as well? That's unnecessary stopping I've had to do now. Unless I was just practice to make sure I could actually stop the train. Because, you know, you might have seen my driving. It does look nice, I'll give it that. But not sure if I'm going to be tempted to do much more in this. So I think it might be contacting Steam and going, yeah, I'll have my money back, thanks very much. Because so far it's nothing new. It's trains we've had already. Engines rather, we've had already. And it's just freight. There probably is passenger runs, but I'm not keen on doing a passenger run in the 101. couple to the wagons. Okay, I'm going to get out because I know what this is like now. So we've got to go. Yeah, see, look, good thing I did, really, isn't it? So that one, and then this one. Okay. Is this a scenario? Yeah. Okay, so now we want to go throttle to off, reverser to the backwards, and throttle to the reversey thing. We should now go backwards and crash into those wagons. I'm just not a fan of shunting. And what's up with that road to my left? Did they get bored of building it or something? We'll put crash barrier that far and then we won't bother putting any more. Couple to formation. Okay. Spending more time out the train than I am in the train. I'll go around the other side. I haven't put that on, have I? Stop location as indicated, 1.8 miles. Is that it? Is that what I've got to take it? 1.8 miles. Wrong door. Yeah, you're no help, you, sitting over there. Okay. So the throttle to the off. No, no, no. That one. Reversey into the forward, throttle to the on, brakes to the off, she's just out for a jolly, yeah. Could be an apprentice or something. Engines are definitely labouring a bit, aren't they? Hunting, so they're not under enough load. I don't know why I've got two as well, unless it's a really heavy heavy train. It's going to take a while at this speed. So yeah, initial impressions from me, not impressed. I had a lot of hopes for Train Sim World, but this is just another scenery change and similar trains than we've already got. At least in normal Train Sim we get a variety of stocks to drive in various locations. The Great Western Main Line in this, disappointing. It only goes as far as Reading. It's not really Great Western Main Line, is it? It's London to Reading. I did like the historic one, whatever it's called, the one down near Minehead, that one. That was really good. I did every single scenario on that. Really enjoyed that. But that was similar engines we've got here. Perhaps I should look at one of the, there's the Japanese or Chinese one, and obviously there's the American one now. Perhaps I should look at those. West Somerset is relaxing. Yeah, that's the one. But again, it's slow. It's sort of 40 mile an hour max a minute on the whole line. But it is a really nice map. It's really well done. Okay, yeah, this looks good. But it's not screaming out awesomeness. Which is a shame, really. Does sound nice though. Even the diesel smoke's quite nice. But little things like that, that track to the left of me, look, not finished. There's no buffers or anything there. It just ends. So have they really put as much care and attention into it as they could do? And up here we've got just a little bit of track that just starts and stops on the bridge. The other bridge over there, we've got a little bit of track that starts and stops on the bridge. Not the best, I'd say. So I think it's going to be a refund on Steam for me after we finish with this. Disappointing. We've still got a mile to go. Quick release to make money. Yeah, I think it could be chaos. It's just, you know, the train's nothing new and exciting. You know, that West Somerset was fantastic. From the first scenario I did in that, it was like, wow, this is good. And the first time I played Train Sim World in the CSX Heavy Haul, it just blew me away. But now, it's just nothing. It's nothing new. So we'll finish this scenario and then we'll end it. Shame really, so I thought it would get to be something awesome. I think they made a mistake in abandoning Flight Sim World in favour of this and Fishing World. Because Flight Sim World was really good. No passenger scenarios other than the 101. Yeah, well, the only train, passenger train you get is the 101, so that's all there's going to be. You're going to have the shunter, this, and the 101. That's all you drive on the line. You haven't even got the option with this of using a train you've already got on the line. Shame. I was looking forward to this afternoon. I waited 40 minutes to download it and install it, which is ridiculous. And have been disappointed ever since. I've got 300 yards before we get the red light. Hopefully we don't overrun and then run the red light. You know, it sounds really nice and it looks really nice, but I just don't think they put the time into finishing it. And it could be me. I'm not a fan of shunting. I don't like that 101, and I'm not a huge fan of freight because I don't like shunting. I like passenger runs. My ideal train journey, as those of you who watch my videos and streams know, I like a DMU and I like a passenger run that's got plenty of stops. That's it. That ticks the boxes for me. Right, stop as indicated. Well, that's the plan, Stan. Yeah, you can't fault that it doesn't look nice, and it does. It looks really, really good. And the sound's fantastic, and I like the dynamic of being able to get out the cab and walk around. That's great. But it's just something lacking. It's difficult to put my finger on what it is. So we'll come to a very slow stop. Again, was that really a scenario? Drive up to some points, reverse up, hook up, drive 1.8 miles at 20 miles an hour and stop. It's not really a scenario, is it? You're either doing a lot of shunting around in the yard, moving trailers. It's a completely lifeless world. That's the other thing. There was a train we passed, Blinky. There was a 101 that came down the track. Yeah, perhaps I should have read up on the line before buying it. I thought there'd be more passenger. Stop at Eagles Cliff. 8 miles. Oh, God. Now we got a red light. Well, we will finish this scenario. Hopefully we can pick up a bit of speed. Now we got 60 mile an hour coming up once you get past this red. But yeah, you know, I can't fault Train Sim World for the level of detail. You know, that is something really, really good. But I don't know. We now got to wait for this red. So I'm guessing we're waiting for something to come down towards us. I don't know how long that's going to be. Oh, here it comes. Alright, we've got a green. Alright, we've got a yellow in 200 yards. And we have got 60 coming up, so at least we can get a bit of a move on. So we're going to get another red now. Okay, we've got a green. And then a 50 coming up. See, when we have the chance to accelerate a bit, it reduces us. Come on, we're waiting for that 60. There we go. Get some power, pick up some speed. Full throttle. Well, we're not going to get to 50 mile an hour by the time the speed limit changes anyway. Hey Zoo, good morning. So it wouldn't go up to the 60. Oh, now we got a bloody slow down to picking 35. It wouldn't go up to the 60 till the whole train passed through the restriction. Yet when it went down to the 50, it was instant. And now I've got to go back down to 35. And then a 25. Okay, so if you're accelerating, you don't change until the whole train's gone through. If you're decelerating, it's when the front of the train goes through. Right, so we've got to brake again. And then back up to a 45. What station is this we're going through? Is that Middlesbrough? Because trains are different lengths, how would it account for whether or not the whole train passed the reason for the lower limit? It's on both, but the version at the moment is PC. I still don't see how wide. No, that's okay. Look at that smoke, lovely. Diesel power going through the bridges. Yeah, it's on, but I don't know if all the DLCs are out on console and PC. I really must have it or get it on Xbox just to see how it compares. We got a 60 limit coming back up. You know, sound, can't knock it. It does sound really, really good. And it looks fantastic. but it's just lacking in something for me. These newer dials look washed out. Yeah, they're not great, are they? Hang on, the wiper... What? Hang on a minute. If you want wipers, you got to do it yourself. And that's hang on, that's the regulator there, isn't it? Park. It's air fed, isn't it? I think the dial look better with the backlights on. Yeah, probably. That's way up here, isn't it? I've got 3.4 miles to go to our destination. And we've got 35 limit coming up again, just as we start accelerating. I'm going to be speeding. Yeah, I don't know. It's great, and as normal for train sim, it looks good. It sounds fantastic. Yeah, the modelling of the train really good, apart from the dials. But I don't know. This the DLC itself. It's definitely not. It's just not quite. It's just not quite there. Because these trains, we've seen them elsewhere. We've had them before. But yeah, you can't fault that for the way it looks. Because I'm not a fan of, as I've said, I'm not a fan of shunting. I don't like the 101, the DMU with the gear change thing, and I'm not hugely impressed by freight because you're not doing a lot. I prefer passenger runs. Okay, 50-mile-an-hour limit coming up. We've only got 2 miles to go to our destination. And then we will end it there. But if you're watching this live, back in 2 hours' time for some Saturday night trucking and tunes, ETS2 multiplayer. Continuing our journey around the map. So 6:30, and then potentially there may be some late night flying after that as well. Yeah, I think because they've locked it in. If they opened it, well, TML the same. They're guilty of not opening it up to third party. We've got a yellow in 300 yards. We've also got a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit coming up in 1.3 miles, and then our stop. Another yellow coming up. And we'll back the throttle off. Be ready to slow ourselves down. But yeah, looks wise, you know, I don't know. But again, it's, you know, none of the maps they've got are really big, are they? We're not talking hundreds of miles of route, or even 100-mile routes. All the maps they've got are quite short. So unless they're opening up map tools to people, because that's what you want longer scenarios. But as Blinky said earlier on, it's lifeless. I saw one train earlier when we were doing the 101. There was one train trundling up and down. You know, here for a busy freight line, there's been nothing else. I haven't seen a single other train on this route since we passed the one back at the start. That's what killed Flight Sim World, locking it in. Yeah, and I love Flight Sim World. You know, I can't fault the sounds, I can't fault the way it looks, I can't fault the fact you can get out of the cab, really like that, and the fact that you can actually got to physically move all the levers, really like that. Yeah, overall, Train Sim World, big tick. This particular DLC, not such a big tick. A light here, please exit the vehicle. I thought it was going to get me to carry on, do something for a minute then. Okay, where are you? Where are you sending me? Okay. Well, it's told me to get out, but hasn't told me where to go. Yeah, thanks for that, game. Okay. Oh, I can't escape. Well, there we go. Quit to the main menu. Yeah. They want to buy the New York. Yeah, I wish I'd have bought that, actually. I did look at it before. So yeah, I've got the Tees Valley, Northern Transpennine, Rursig Nord, West Somerset Railway, Great Western Express, and the CSX Heavy Haul. Needs to do more in CSX, really. So there we go then. Disappointing is my summary for the Tees Valley line. Something that I won't be returning to. But we will come back to Train Sim World for another look at something else. Maybe the New York one, maybe the Japan one. And see if they are any better. It just didn't grab me, that one. If you're watching this on YouTube, Train Sim will be continuing on the channels. It will be making the move to the streams and stuff channel potentially in July. But watch this space. We will see. If you're watching this live, thanks very much for chatting and joining in. I'll be back in exactly 2 hours time from now for Saturday Night Trucking and Tunes. Do please join me then, either in person or in chat. To be awesome. And yeah, after that, potentially some late night flying as well, and then more flying tomorrow afternoon. So plenty of content still to come from me this afternoon, and or this evening, and tomorrow as well. Thanks for chatting. I'll catch you all in a couple of hours.